seeds. You want at least some of that's coming from the dusk from hulling the seeds. And then the other thing is I had the seeds floating up into the top of the liquid. So I put the shells there were some shells in there. So it all depends on the brand you have on how clean it is. That one was quite a bit of stuff to skim off. And so you want to do that at the very least. Wash it and maybe soak it for 10 minutes. If you soak it for the 4 hours, I have not tried making the crackers after soaking for 4 hours. You probably want to use less of the liquid, but you're also going to need to probably bake it for longer because it's going to take longer. What I would recommend if you really want the sunflower seeds to be soaked for 4 hours to remove all those enzyme inhibitor things that are on there, I would do that when you buy them, then put them in your dehydrator or air dry them to bring them back to their normal constitution with the crunch, and then put them in the freezer or in the fridge until you're ready to use them, and use them that way rather than doing the soaking right before you make your crackers. So whatever works for you, like done is better than perfect on all this stuff. So I've got my sunflower seeds. I'm going to add a cup of the flaxseed again, and we've talked about that. Going to add in some this is hemp hearts. I've got about a 1/4 cup of hemp hearts. I can add in some more chia seeds again. For those that like chia seeds, this is a great one too. So another 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And I got my psyllium husk powder. I'm going to get a couple of teaspoons of that. Again, and it helps to bind the crackers together, absorbs the liquid and binds it. Then for this one, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Even though I'm not a pepper fan, I'll add just a little bit. Oops, that's too much for me. And you can make like cracked pepper crackers, because I think that's one of the things that people like. If that's something you like, I'm going to add my garlic powder. Add a little bit of onion powder. You can smell it all. My kitchen smells like baked crackers today. For me, it smells delish. Adding a little more nutritional yeast. So it's almost like literally almost the same ingredients. Boop. And because I like to go all out with my nutritional yeast, I'm going to add more. Now I want to just say that for nutritional yeast, this one is pretty dark. I've seen in the store some that are very pale. Definitely, literally almost this color of the garlic. So quite pale. And they won't have as much body and flavor to them as the darker one is. So when I go to the store, I always look for the one that's the darker one. Then we're going to add in our liquid here. We've got, we'll stir this up. Now this recipe will make a couple of sheets of crackers if you do them really thin. So here's the thing. I'm just going to stir it up, but you can stir it as you put the water in. Let me put some of this brag in here. I like my salt. I'm using, this is the 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to do 3 of them. And again, this is something for, what your flavor is and what you like to taste. I mean, you could even just put salt in instead of the brags if you like it that way. But this is, again, a little more umami. So we'll put this to the side and stir this up. Yum. This concoction. We're going to, again, let it sit, and we're going to come back to our other one. So I've got all the chia seeds on the side. So the chia seeds also absorb the water as well. Boom. So let's put this